And he's talking.
I'm quiet. It's about damn time, actually. About damn time, you know?
I don't have the energy.
I feel like I'm like used because you've been saying to me, oh, you know. In fact, I asked you, I said, you should play my top 10 songs. Probably like 5 years ago.
And then
I think
that's what happens. How choose
significant. No,
you had to be a teenager.
Oh yeah, there's that too.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Proven.
No. You don't sit on that change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You must earn it.
All right.
It took you 13 years.
So what is this, like my verification thing?
Thank you.
Okay.
You are being verified today.
Okay.
Don't wait for Twitter. You got it here.
Okay. Thank you. Because Nikki thought I was going to see you, you know. So when you see your crush, you have to look your best, you know. Didn't you love how I removed your wife on the picture? on your true love thing, I was like, Pasi, my love. Replace. Wasn't that fabulous? I mean,
it was the best thing.
I'm the best.
Do you have a gay best friend?
Oh, I have tons of gay best friends.
Why are they the best?
Because they're the most liberated humans in society, in life. They're honest. They're really about support. I think when you're a queer person, a lot of us learn to lean in and to understand how we can be better for each other and great as support for each other. So
I think.
When do you have one?
You're fine in small doses. I see you once in 2 years.
Wow. Acceptable.
Thami, you're
once
a lot.
In 2 years.
Thami, you're a lot.
In 2 years. No, I must.
You
have
are
seen you.
yes.
I must have seen you recently.
Actually, the batteries must come to you for energy.
Do you know what happens? So, what people don't know is that I'm actually usually very quiet. I swear. I'm a hermit and I keep to myself, but I also know that when I get into spaces, where
you're comfortable.
When I'm comfortable, then I run my mouth. Waban.
You know we banned you at my house.
It's okay.
You know this, right?
It's okay.
We didn't want it to be a quiet ban. We made it obvious. So Thami, you are banned.
Yeah, well, I mean, look.
Because the minute you drive in, Thami has arrived. From go gating.
I mean, look, man, I'm like, what must happen? It's not me.
What do you mean?
It's not me. I just have it. Can I leave that thing?
Yo. The decibels, the energy. You're like, Thami, do I need to drink something before you come to my house so I can just get ready?
Another thing you must know is that I sleep at 8 p.m. and I wake up at 4. So I have enough hours to recharge. Yeah. So energy is always going to be there. But I have days where I'm like, okay.
I wish to be there for those days.
I wish
for those days.
I have days when I'm praying, when I'm meditating, when I'm having deep conversations, and they're completely like, same energy, but the calm.
Umfana mums, ne?
Absolutely.
Tell me more.
I was born in Mamelodi on the 8th of April. Today's the 8th of October.
Yeah. Happy
Happy Lesbian Day.
Yeah.
By the way, and Happy Pride Month. But born and raised in Pretoria, Mamelodi.
Yeah.
Went to school there, did everything there, then packed my bags, and I was like, it's been real. I'm out.
When did you leave? After matric or?
No, after I actually did tertiary in Pretoria as well.
Also varsity?
I went and I studied musical theatre at TUT. Yes.
When?
So I went through to the second year, and then at the time our dean of the faculty had interfered with my businesses.
What do you mean interfered? What did you do?
So what happened was musical theater students, black musical theater students were a very small percentage.
Yes.
And every year we do a musical, and I used to sometimes miss rehearsals. And so she sat my parents down and said they want to move me into res. And I hated the idea of staying at res. So
were you staying home?
I was staying at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I hated the idea of staying at res, but also I was like, I think we're adults here. You don't go to my parents before consulting me.
Yeah.
You know? And my parents had like really
how adult you are 18?
I'm 18. Yeah.
Adult.
I mean, I've been an adult for a while. I mean, look, I'm firstborn, you know? Firstborn, and my mom and I are best friends. Hello, Mama King. If you're listening, I think she's my biggest fan. But firstborn, and literally I've gone through the journey of adulting from when I was like 8. You know? I used to.
That makes you an adult.
Yeah, I mean, I think those are adult things. Aren't they adult jobs? Who cleaner, who appear, who anecha, who ya special, who your visitor, like my siblings. I feel like that's like all adult stuff. It's a lot, you know. And then like I then became like a parent to many who identify as me. So I naturally became an adult.
So the dean interfered with your business.
Yeah. Then I went on the table of her office and I said, this is not happening. Actually, I quit. But that often happens with me. I think once I know that something does not serve me anymore, I leave, right? And for me, also like with tech, they used to say we can't take on jobs. And at that time I was already like getting like smalling on the TV
gigs,
work
yes,
and whatnot.
Yeah.
You're only allowed to be a waiter. And it really frustrated me that I wasn't getting to do, you know, some
too
work.
many restrictions.
And you know, like I don't come from a rich family where, you know,
yes.
So
you must hustle.
I was hustling, you know. And I just didn't like those conditions. So I left.
Too restrictive,
and also the thing about it is that like when you know that you're a natural performer, all they teach you is, you know, technique and all of those things. And I said to myself, if I must get back onto TV or doing musicals or stuff, I'll make it back there. I mean, I do a lot of work behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Right now.
Like what?
A lot. Like, I mean, I produce my own show online. I've got a show called The Dish With.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I shot it during lockdown with those guys because we were stuck together.
Yeah, he brought his TV crew here.
Yeah, we're stuck together.
When you say dish, I hope you're not cooking.
So I cook because I love cooking. My grandmother taught me how to cook from when I was like very young. Adulting, you know. Funny story. She looked at me one time and I said to her, there's nothing to eat in here. Why? There's no food. And she said, excuse me, itlam. And then she went into the fridge and took out like lots of things, like boom. Yeah. Are, did you say, do something, mix some. So
that's how it started.
Yeah, I generally love the kitchen, but also I'm friends with a lot of creatives. And during lockdown, they literally were struggling with not being on stage. So I made my house the stage, and and I would have had them there, maybe not performing, but I would have had them there having these great conversations. So it made sense.
When did the queer life that is Thami conversation start? With whom was it encouraged? Because I mean,
right. So I think I've always known that I'm gay, or that I was different from a very early age. Like I always make the joke, my mom gave birth to me, and then day one, and I was dealing with doctors and looking at all of them, and then got day two, I had identified a male doctor, and I was like, I like him. So I've always been like, I mean, I've been a kid who was smelling roses, who was different, and I was like properly, embraced.
But that's the thing about Mamelodi, and that's the sense I get with Mamelodi.
Yeah.
Mamelodi, you can be.
Yeah.
You can be.
You can be anything you want. Look, you were saying earlier on Ram a lot, and there's always that spotlight. And people are like, oh, why? Like, people like looking at you, and I'm like, because I'm different, and I was different as a kid.
Yeah.
I had blonde hair.
Chisa.
I was hanging out with Leb Matosa.
The Chisa. Brand new day.
Yes. I was hanging out with Leb Matosa, and I knew I was different. I'm still, and
yes.
I was fanning those people. So I've never had the conversation. We only later in life, like with my mom, asked like, okay, so this is who you are. Because I was like waiting. I wanted like,
okay.
Like when you're coming out, they always, it's like a dramatic thing. I used to bring different kinds of gay people at home, and my parents would be like, are you hungry? Have you eaten? Little shop. Where are you going? You're going to party. Okay, my dad will be like, okay, at 10 o'clock I'm picking you up,
Yeah.
And then it also helped that I had like other friends who were white. So, body multiracial friendships also help.
To open them up to your world.
Yeah, and they were just being parents, and eventually I invited my family into who I am. Yeah. My mother's hoping she gets a son-in-law very soon.
Kana, that is my next question.
Yeah.
Unyalaning.
I guess so. I've been single for 4 years.
What happened 4 years ago?
I dated someone.
And
then
you were you.
And then we just broke up. Mm-mm. He remains a good friend. I generally
I felt like the energy bundles.
I don't think so. My ex-boyfriend has got more energy than me.
Never.
I swear to God.
Never. Thami, last number.
But should I talk about my ex-boyfriend? No. I'm not even going to announce it. My ex-boyfriend has got a lot of energy. And he's a talker, and I'm a talker, and I'm like, and I will like present a case, and I will argue, and I will talk to you, and I will boom, 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 boom. But we had a good one. So the day I am looking at trying to date right now because it's
4 years.
It's getting a bit late. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's getting a bit late.
No wonder Mama K is on asking questions now.
Yeah, Mama K is like, oh my God, what's going on? Do you have problems? And my sexual health therapist is like, darling, when was the last time you had any like physical stuff?
Interaction with someone,
and someone, I don't mean you, like on your own, like someone human with a pulse.
Yes,
So it's getting a bit late. I should start dating soon. If by January I'm not in a relationship.
Kimong from True Love, is she still there?
Yeah. No, she left.
She left.
Yeah.
What a great writer.
She's incredible.
Oh, she's incredible.
She's incredible. Family friend. So, if by January I'm not in a relationship, I owe her a flight to New York.
No, wait. If by my birthday, January the 12th.
Okay.
Kimong, I'm adding to this. If by my birthday, January the 12th, hauna mutu, Kimong we are New York.
Yeah. Marako jola ka December.
You just tuned in. It's Kaya 959. We're on the street. We're on the air. And Thami Dish, the co-founder of Feather Awards, will go through them in a short while. Right now, we're just basically getting to know the person, the man, the human, the brains, the creative. Brenda Mtambo tweets me during the week.
Yeah.
She says, if there's one thing she has learned, is that she's a walkover with most of her friends. Why? Because she didn't set the boundaries.
Right.
You're one of those people who don't even know Brenda Mtambo's boundaries. You overstepped them.
No.
Why?
Brenda and I have a very good relationship. In fact, we discuss those very things about boundaries. And I think it's good and it's great in friendships to establish those because things can really get out of the way and we're evolving. What I might have been comfortable with 3 days ago or 15 minutes ago
May have changed.
And so it's important to be honest and to open up. But we're good like that, you know. We're good.
Your friendship?
Yeah.
With Brenda?
Incredible. I met Brenda through Akumzi, the late, may his soul rest in peace.
Oh, yeah.
And I've always been a fan of Joyous Celebration.
Oh.
And Brenda was singing for Joyous, and I was just like always intrigued. And so I met her, and when we met, it was just magic. We never left each other. Brenda's my sister.
Yeah.
I don't think Brenda's my friend. I think Brenda is my sister. She has friends.
Yeah.
And I have friends.
Yeah.
But she's my sister.
When you walk in, the friends move.
No.
No,
I let them be. Friends must be what they are to each other. Brenda sang at my mom's 50th birthday.
What?
Yeah. My mom's 50th birthday.
You're my friend, I get.
Yeah.
Ne?
Yeah, organize it. It's 12. It's January.
In 3 years, ne?
Okay, that's fine.
50th.
Yeah,
Brenda singing at my birthday.
Yeah.
Do you know? What?
It's the best gift I could actually give to my mom, you know. And
come on.
I swear. They've got a personal story. And then get out. But I've delivered. Have I not delivered Brenda to you before?
I get it was under different circumstances because...
Fine, my birthday gift to you on the 12th is Brenda Mtambo.
All right, it is my top 10 and Thami Dish is here. By the way, that dish, ne?
Mm-hmm.
It's
So my full surname is Kotlolo.
Which means?
At some point when my grandmother was alive, I said to her, Kuku, what does Kotlolo mean? Matebele lima pedi.
Yeah.
They call it that.
Yeah.
It's a dish, you know.
Yeah.
And so Hana Beraka the kitchening.
Yes.
They used to call it violet dish.
Oh.
So I adopted it.
Immediately.
And then my grandfather, the late Bishop P.F. Molefe, founder of Black Christian Movement. Yes, thank you.
Rarapela ko hai. I heard.
Just authenticated. Like he used to be like, Thami Dish. You know? My family all sounds the same, like Uncle Phil.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. They all sound the same. They all like, you know, you talk about my energy.
What happened with you?
What happened to Tbose Touch?
Oh, wow.
So you want to talk about energy? Okay. You want to go there? You know, what happened to me is that...
Why did you bring Tbose Touch into that?
I'm just saying, like, my whole family's got a lot of energy. And when you ask what happened to me, you're asking in terms of, like, what? Church and stuff?
Voice. Because you just said...
Yeah, well, you know,
Uncle
Phil used to read news and he would be like, oh, you know, this is your news. And I'm like, oh, I'm not going there. But, you know, I do it. I put it on, you know. I used to do voiceovers, so I can put on, like, different kinds of voices. I'm very good at accents.
Oh, please.
Right. I am.
Really? You can only do the London one. That's it.
Really? I can go American if I want. You know?
Yeah.
And then, you know, sometimes I bring in little bit of something. Maybe I can also go and go Nigeria now. Where else you want to go?
Ghana.
The Ghanaians. Or do you want me to go to Zimbabwe? Because we can go to Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a child of the continent.
Yeah.
So as the child of the continent, I am the one that understands that I need to understand my people.
Yeah.
So I sometimes am Zimbabwean.
Yeah.
You know, and I live with a Zimbabwean.
Let's go to Northern Cape.
Kimberly, you want me to start speaking like my people? Hey? I'm actually having a dialogue tomorrow. in Westbury as part of the build up to Feathers and all our dialogues. So I'm engaging with the community day, the LGBTQI community day in Westbury, the colored people, but also Musamus from Mamelodi. And right next to Mamelodi is Easterus.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of friends also that I went to school with that are like Easterus people, and that are so you can't try me, You can't try me. We can go there.
13 years, my friend.
I know.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Feather Awards.
Thank you.
Do you make money?
Not of this. I've actually sold my house before for the feathers.
Never.
Yes.
That committed.
Well, I mean, I had to because I was owing people, and I'm always getting like, people who are my friends to do favors for me, and then I owe them, but also I would have worked with them maybe in the year and I make up for it. But, the Gauteng province has supported me.
Oh, nice.
So they do take care of things. We work very well now with the MEC of Infrastructure Development, Ms. Tasneem Mutaro, who's also fully behind, the LGBTI program. The city of Joburg are incredible. They've been doing some really nice work with us. I'm like really building relationships with people who
are about private sector.
Private sector I've had in the past. I mostly work with the public sector, and I think it comes through with all the work that we do, like the community dialogues, the sensitization trainings across, whether it's law enforcement agents. They come through and they literally participate in these dialogues. We're running one now with MEC Tasneem, and we're going to Westbury, and it's really those people who've been fully behind supporting this. In the past, I've had like few people, like Nike has supported.
Okay.
The other foundation has supported. There are quite a few. We keep having conversations. Private sectors okay, brands coming in and saying we can do your bar or we can do this. I had Chevrolet once as a sponsor until they upped and left. And they were good. That's when I was still making the money out of feathers. And I mean, even the establishment of my foundation came from being able.
That.
I wanted to take whatever bit I was making and put it towards the foundation so that it can help with putting queer people into school. Deliberate, deliberate. I'm working with like a lot of people, like on a personal level. Like right now, I'm working with Jemison as one of the influencers.
Wonderful.
And I like where they're going. I like where private sector's going.
Yes.
It's not selling an illusion anymore because people want truth and they want that reflection. So I hope that it's opening up and it's not something that
it's not a hope, it's the reality now.
Yeah. We don't pink wash and say happy pride and whatnot and change our logos. You actually got to put in the money in there. You know?
Now, this 13 years, obviously ups and downs like you just explained.
Sure.
Why do we need to celebrate the feathers?
Because
why do you even call them the feathers?
Interesting question. One, I like feathers. I like the color and birds and and gay. But I mean, if you think of the spine, it's like that, right?
Yes.
I don't know what they call that thing. Is it a shaft? And then it's got.
Did you just?
Oh yeah. Well.
Thami, focus.
Okay, and then So your spine has those.
We get it.
That image, and I couldn't have called them the spine awards. I wanted something light-hearted, and as light as feathers.
Yeah.
So we established them with Baby Joe. 13 years ago, and we just wanted to have a good time, at the time because the entertainment industry had been a little bit boring.
Yes.
So
you brought that thing.
Yeah. So we brought that element, and I was actually like decently surprised at how much traction we got and how people responded to it.
Listen, it's a calendar. It's one thing we look forward to in a year.
Yeah. So I mean, and I really did them so that at the time, to answer your question around why we need to have them, is to really spark dialogues around issues of sexuality. It lived for a while in the creative industry or in the creative space because it's more welcoming and open.
Yes.
But like I said, with that spine and the feathers and going there, we're now trying to diversify and go into different sectors and different industries in society. We're going to like finance, medicine, education, you name them, engineers across. So we're literally are now starting to have proper conversations. So they must happen. And also, they must happen because I think that we're not yet at a stage where it's actually totally okay to be yourself, and people are struggling. I mean, I know this because I get the DMs and the emails, and the work that we do, exposes us to the trauma that our LGBTQIA plus humans are going through. And so we get to, I think because Feathers is such a, influential platform, we get to draw the communities in and wake up and have stories from fathers who say, I never knew how to deal with my child. I'm going to have to go home now and apologize. And from this training, you guys have just changed my life.
Basically opened me up,
Yeah, so Jay does incredible trainings with like a lot of people, and we work with a lot of incredible people who do the real work.
There's a parenting award, by the way, so we'll talk about it just now.
Yeah.
This is the best tea in the city on Kaya 959.
We're talking the Feather Awards happening at the 11th of November, Market Theatre, Johannesburg. A quick question from Randy. Randy says, T, please ask Thami if ever he considered having a reality show so that we can have a glimpse of his life instead of just following and seeing him on social media.
Well, I've been on a reality show. I starred on Living the Dream with Somizi.
Yes.
For, I think I did 2 seasons or something like that.
We're talking about yours.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would consider doing a reality show if it's really about following the lives of Mzansi Gay Choir, my children.
Yes.
And it becomes very educational. Yeah. So I think that would give people context to who I am and what I'm about, and so I would do a reality show.
Because you're a fascinating person, number one. Number two, you are also a walking textbook for young parents who are raising queer kids.
Yeah.
And they just need to know how to navigate it, and who knows, you always drop nuggets.
Yeah, I mean, it's really there. I speak to a lot of parents on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Thank God my mom also helps me.
Good.
Because she does that work as well. So everyone around me who are our allies, make sure that they go into those spaces where they start talking to, parents around, their children. So
maybe write a book then.
I've written a book. I'm done.
What do you mean?
I've written a book.
Where is it?
It comes out in April 22.
Oh, around your birthday.
Around my birthday. So I think the 8th of April, I should be ready to
That's
drop
my father's
book.
birthday, you know that, right?
Oh my God. And he was amazing. And he's amazing.
Come on, look at me.
Yeah. But you're January.
Yeah.
Your wife is Aries.
Yes,
like
she's the 12th.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like, we're amazing.
You're the 12th as well?
Yeah. Like, I mean, we're like amazing humans. Come on.
Tammy's boss is the April the 12th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a boss, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah, she's here.
She
just called you to order to say that that Kimberley accent is not the one.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well,
Don't go there.
Okay. All right.
German.
No, guys, it's fine. But yeah, my geography drops in
Say
April.
it again.
My geography.
I Maralona fabulous. Oh, yeah, no, so tell me a new word, you know.
Yeah.
So Mrs. is gonna kick himself for not using that word.
Well, that's the thing, is that I am me.
Quick one. Best styled individual, you say Leroy Mark, Rich Mnisi. Come on, Rich.
Yeah. They say that too. It's not me, I always say to people, like, the process of selecting the nominees is not up to me. It's done in focus groups, and you got to represent, or you got to give people what they want,
He's also nominated for Hunk of the Year.
Yeah, Maro Hot, yeah, ne?
Agir.
Yeah, Lee Wiseman, yeah, ne?
Yeah, there's Wiseman Zita here.
Yeah. Le Sia Kumar ba hot bona, ne?
Sure.
Yeah. Like
King.
Queer men are just like
Before
it's like looking at you. Like sometimes I need to drink water level is on.
Sports personality of the year.
Sipping.
The best in the city.
Thank you.
There you go.
I literally just
I see you've nominated the whole team.
Yeah.
You nominated the Protea Pumas.
Yeah, they are like a male netball team, and bloody fantastic. They a national team, and they're doing great.
One of the most talking points about your nomination list this year is the cutest couple of the year.
Yeah? Who are they? I don't want to talk about cute couples because I get jolly.
December. Would you ever be nominated at your own awards?
Never.
Why?
Why? Why would I?
I'm in personality of the year. Come on.
Oh, never. I mean, I think the cutest couple, like, people love love, man. You know, people love love and they love to celebrate love.
There's Musa and Lizzle in there.
Yeah,
Dr. Musa and Lizzle.
They're fantastic. There's Sylvester Chakwe.
Yes. Sylvester Chakwe, come on.
Yeah. You know, there's Lebo and Latoya.
Oh,
so, you know, it's a nice little mix.
Hot chick of the year.
Yeah.
So Amma made it. Amma Kamata.
Yeah.
From Blood and Water.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then I saw her tweet from her saying, "Oh, just said to my parents."
Media award of the year. There's one person missing here, or one station missing here.
Would that be Kaya?
Yes.
There's also Feathers 14.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take that.
But you know, we monitor that. We check out what you guys are doing, and I think you guys do really well in covering our stories and our narratives.
I'll be honest. It's not an easy thing to do,
right?
Because of the backlash you get,
right?
Because you are regarded as an outsider and you're dealing with LGBTQI plus issues. Therefore, before they answer to the message, they ban the messenger.
Yeah. Well, I'm available to do a slot.
No, but that's
a feature. But sometimes on Kaya, so that you are protected.
No, but I don't want that. you see what I'm saying? I want it to be a normal conversation.
Yeah. Do you know what we should start with? We should start with doing a sensitization training for the station.
Okay. The boss is here is listening.
Yeah. So if we start with the sensitization training, it helps
Drama Queen of the Year. I'm going to talk about only one. Kishile. Maratami.
And Tabaki Prayaka, right, guys?
Kishile.
No, Tabaki Prayaka, you know. Rata Plain.
Wow. Oh my God.
Yeah.
My girl is nominated for social media personality of the year. This one goes to Funny Chef.
I love it.
Listen, Lebza, this one is yours.
Do you know, wait,
Agas winiki yamu kitoben.
Umbenne already. Umbenne kontung. Onya kompena at the station as well. Or on your show.
The best LGBTQI initiative private sector, Tsepo Jeans,
Yebo,
Ernest and Young,
Yebo,
Levi and Langa Mavuso.
Yeah.
Wow.
That collaboration was great. EY continues to do like incredible stuff with the employees, and you know, Tsepo just stays winning.
Man.
I'm actually doing a collaboration with Tsepo on
what?
Well, we tried to do a collaboration on something, but now we're doing a collaboration on one of my outfits for Feathers.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
So, kadi 11 tabu jile outfit.
Orana. Naki batwaways. I'm like bringing like our own local people. You know, I'm there with.
I just paid him a compliment. Maraga said, "You tobulela."
Kitabke jile outfit, and maybe tabke jile li trip ya likawa, but he must make me a special one.
I trust him too.
Yeah, no. That one delivers.
No. Yeah. No, I trust him too.
Yeah.
The best rainbow parenting. Tell me about this category. I think it's fascinating. Quick.
Yeah, it's like literally parents who raise rainbow children, or parents who are rainbow, or who are queer raising kids. And I think.
How do you judge that? How do you even pick them?
Do you know there are many? You know, there are many parents, and we know ourselves as well. You know, and we literally know our mothers who are allies, who follow us and who do the Lord's work in our stuff. But also, PIFSEC through Virginia does a lot of work around that.
Okay.
And that's why she's also nominated there.
Okay.
But it really starts from there, you know.
That is Virginia Magwaza, yeah.
Yeah, how do we, even from grassroots, we just did like Soweto Pride now, and it was so beautiful. Like my mom was there standing with all the other mothers, and I literally...
Sure.
I almost cried. I was like, this is so amazing. Like, you know, and that's what people want to see, you know. When they saw that story on ENCA, my mom was talking about support and all of those things. Like, that's what they kind of feel like they're not alone, because we make the mistake of thinking that our parents don't go through trauma when they discover that we are different children.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, even with my mom, I big ups to the people that supported her, you know, because the one thing she didn't do is she didn't impose, you know.
She embraced.
She embraced, even though she might have not known what to say. And I think as we grew, she learned and she learned. You know, you invite them in. You know, my sister does the same thing. My brother does the same thing. When they go to school and they write projects, you know, they write about LGBTQI, and it's a true reflection. They're talking about their brother who's gay, you know, the first gay citizen of this country. Ha ha ha.
The 11th of November, we're going to be seeing this live somewhere?
No, not live, but we definitely are in conversations with the public broadcaster around, you know, putting it out to the people, because I think they need it. We haven't broadcasted in, I think, in about 2 years now. It's always also like time, you know. I just don't like the fact that we will always be scheduled differently. I want prime time. We're there now.
Oh, yeah. Now, all we have to say is, Thami, keep doing what you're doing. Happy 13 years.
Thank you.
And keep shining.
Thank you.